What's up, YouTube? Stax here with another episode of Tabletop Adventures. It is Fallout Friday. We did not survive the Capital Wasteland. Or I guess we survived it. It's just, we didn't win. And we just died over and over again. It was kind of more like Borderlands than Fallout, honestly. But now we're in the Pit. And we are going up against the rebel slaves and the slavers, or working alongside one of them, and really that'll be determined by probably the top card of this deck. We also have to draw our next letter. We start with L as the Vault Dweller, and we draw one at the start of the game. It's going to be Charisma. Okay. Everything else is pretty well laid out. We just got to get our enemies on the board. We need a human here. We need probably a Deathclaw here. Sure is. And then still have that little glare there. We got a droid right there. God, is that the medic again? God, are there any other robots in this damn robot deck? I mean, there are only 4 of them, so I'm not really surprised. All right. Let's get our first card here. For each space, the shield has advanced further than the star. Okay, well, that implies we might be siding with the slavers. We'll see as the game goes on, but we will have at least one influence to start the game. We're trying to get to 11 as a solo player. Got our 3 caps ready to go. And well, let's enter the pit. You happen upon a man fleeing this new wasteland. Please, he says, if you see my friends, tell them I made it, that there's a way out, and whatever you do, don't let the slavers know I've come this way. Well, that's awkward. So, we either report the escaped slave or inform the man's friends. So, here we go. So one's going to be at a settlement. The other would be not at a settlement. Let's explore here first. And we've got a raider camp. Oops, we don't get to immediately move into it. I feel like you should be able to, like, when you explore a tile, part of it should be moving into it. That's just me. Or the option of moving. We need a human here, so we will put the bounty hunter. Oh, well, all of a sudden I don't want to move into that spot. I think I'm going to explore here too then. Because if I move here and they activate, I get attacked at range, and that's just not good. So, we will explore here. We get Ashbury Road, which has a wasteland critter. It'll be a rad roach. So, my cat has been on this table. All right. Those are our 2 actions. So we will activate the agenda deck, and it is... Oh, so we declared loyalty to the slavers. So stars will move. And that can change, obviously. But for now, that and this. Into that. Up here. You're out of the way enough. All right. Well, now I can think about moving into this camp and having a go. Or I could just go into Ashbury Road. Yeah, we'll go to Ashbury Road, and we will report the escaped slave as a quest action. We'll have one more spot we can move. So we will gain some things. We will put the slaver in our spot. Then we'll also advance this down to track 1. Gain 2 loot. Oh, we get Fistful of Caps and Codsworth. Well, we'll equip Codsworth, even though he's kind of useless. We don't have any other survivors on the map. Fistful of Caps will immediately discard to gain 8 caps. So that's dope. And then we stage 57 and 67 and trash this. So let's grab these. 57 and 67. One of them is the Vault Rumors, which if you've seen previous episodes, you are no doubt very familiar with now. I'm going to move some things around on this table. Place these down here. Vault Rumors. Every year, new unfortunates appear out of the wasteland, claiming to have been banished from an underground bunker made before the war by Vault Tech. Perhaps it's worth investigating. So now, at this point, we kill any human, we get another agenda card. Or if we go to a place like this and spend 4 caps, we can do that. So that is also an option. I have one more move available, but I'm not going to use it, so we're going to stay there. On the trail is card number 57. You report the escaped slave, but no one seems to care. He carrying a child? No? Then forget it. Asher's kid is missing. Find a lead on her. That'll be worthy news. Who's Asher? The boss, of course. What rock you sleeping under? They're jerks. It makes it so hard to, but I want to win the game. All right. Investigate where the child was last seen. So we need to find Red Rocket Station, which from previous games we know is under one of these green spaces. Or fight off those who are in pursuit of the child. Interesting. So quest action at any. It's not Raider Camp. I can't remember what these are. Draw and fight a human. Okay. Well, we're looking for Red Rocket Station. But for now, I'm going to sit here because I'm going to spend my 4 caps and get another agenda card next turn. But for now, Star moves and Super Mutant. But we don't have any Super Mutants on the board that I'm aware of, so cool. Whoops, you stay there. It's you that goes into the discard pile. And yes, I will spend 4 caps as a quest action. Ashbury Road is a settlement, right? Yep. Cool. To gain an agenda card. Well, this is the other side, which is relevant. But for now, we'll keep it as a normal agenda. And what else do? We stage number 69. No XP, right? No XP. Cool. Crack it open. The information around town says that there are people locked away inside the vault, but they're somewhat, very, hostile to outsiders. Perhaps you can break in. So now we need to find either Vault 84 or Red Rocket Station. So a couple reasons to go searching for that now. In the meantime, let's move 1 and be done, I believe. Or I could encounter. Yeah, let's do a settlement encounter. So we've done the quest action. Now we can do a settlement encounter. Just a little more move efficient, you know? Yeah, this Rad Roach will probably attack very soon. Whatever. So, we will draw this top card. Several super mutants are being used as beasts of burden outside of town. Their masters are cruel, but the plots of Earth are ripe with well-tended crops. So, forced if you're a super mutant, we don't do that, because we're not. Exploit the prosperity in the market, or free the super mutants. Well. And again, trying not to read the results of these abilities, even though, I don't know. I don't necessarily see the harm in it, but I think in the spirit of the game, the player is not supposed to know the results of their actions. That kind of feels like in the vein of Fallout, so we're going to try to keep that as much as possible. So while you can probably see what's on these cards, I'm trying really, really hard not to, outside of what the choices are. So I do have charisma as a possible thing, but I also have a lot of money. Exploit the prosperity in the market. I'm probably going to be able to shop, so I'm just going to do that. So shop the encounter level +1, gain 1 cap for each sold item. Okay. Well, I assume you can't. Well, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can only sell things that are on this row. Yeah, I'm just like, can I sell Codsworth? Okay. So I can shop twice. I could actually sell the vault suit, I guess. It does have a cap cost. I'm not going to. So the hazmat suit is pretty nice. I could sell vault suit. Or no, I can buy hazmat suit because I can have a second piece of equipment. Oh, and I have charisma. I could get paladin dance. Okay, no, that's just better. So we're gonna spend 6 on the hazmat suit, and since I have charisma, we'll take paladin dance. And I believe that's how that works. I'm just going to double check. Yes. Okay. Cool. Just as long as I have that, I can recruit paladin dance. So that's good. All right. Where did I put him? Right here. And then as I get him, I'm pretty sure I just, like, immediately do that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure when you gain a card, you can immediately equip it. So, operating under that assumption, we will do exactly that. Exhaust to choose another survivor within 2 spaces. If you move that survivor 1 space in any direction, then if you are idolized, lose idolized. Oh. Like, I didn't even read him. But, like, that's useless. Why? All right. So we've done the encounter. Now, where am I in the turn? Oh, and I didn't sell anything. So we're good there. Come on. Explore, explore. That one. Move, quest action. That one. This is the start of my 3rd turn, right? No, I did quest action encounter. Right. Okay. The other quest action and encounter. So that is the end of this turn. And we do this. Super mutants. There are none. Excellent. Right. So now we move 1 and encounter here. Or explore here. And we found Red Rocket Station. We've also found a looter. We're just going to move right into a space with our 2nd move. And that ends that turn. We are loyal to these guys, so they don't move. The bug does move. And the robot will move in a moment. We'll just put him there now, because it doesn't matter. So the rad roach attacks us. So we are looking to hit arms and legs and take as few hits back as possible. We got no hits? Are you joking? And we take 3 hits back. Well, 2 hits are negated by the armor. And then that icon means we suffer rads for every hit, I assume. When an enemy hits you for any amount of damage, suffer rads equal to the enemy's level. Sure. So each time you suffer rad, suffer one fewer. So we'll suffer 2. And we only take the 1 point of damage. Because everything else gets negated. That is awful. Just, wow. Okay. Well, I'm moving to Red Rocket Station. I'm not dealing with this. So, Red Rocket Station. We have a PI test of 4, which would give us a couple of rerolls, but that's not great. Perception Charisma 4. It's a little better. Or I could just go fight. I don't know. Getting 2 XP is kind of lame. But yeah, let's do it. Let's fight the Rad Roach first. Oh, God. Yeah, can I reach you? Yes. Oh, my God. I barely got there. We take 2 hits. They're both negated by the Vault. Oh, actually. Yeah, if 2 of those hits were negated, then we... Hold on. We would only take the 1 hit, and when you suffer rads, suffer 1 less. So I'm pretty sure, actually, the hazmat suit just completely saved us from that Rad Roach period. Anyways, back to this turn. Again, we have 2 armor, 2 hits negated, and the Rad Roach goes away. Unfortunately, something else will go there in its place, but whatever. Now, we gain the 1 XP. And now I'm just going to fight the looter. Why are legs so hard to hit? Are you kidding me? Once again, no legs. Wow. Negate 2 hits, so we take 1 point of damage. And then he goes face down. Sure, I guess. We're done. So this wakes up. It's a Stingwing. Okay. Now we move to Red Rocket Station, I guess. And do we do an encounter or the quest action? Or one of them? We've not been very good with the dice lately. Alternatively, head and body are pretty easy to hit. So I could move over here, fight the Stingwing. Yeah, let's move over here and fight the Stingwing. Against my better judgment. Oh, what are you? You must be joking. I mean, no hits coming back. This is like now we hit legs. Go figure. This game really hates me. Shield doesn't move. This does. And this does. Fight the Stingwing again. Bodies? Alright, we got 2 body hits. We negate the 2 hits against us. And the Stingwing goes away. We gain 2 XP, which means now that we've moved back to the edge of the track, because we go to the L, then back to the far left, we get a letter. We draw 2 and decide which one we want to keep. Perception and Charisma. So if I were to take Charisma, I would get a perk, but I would like perception for 2 reasons, really. That back. And then I will take my 2 moves to go to Red Rocket Station. Okay. That's the end of that turn. This human wakes up. This one moves towards us. This one moves towards us. And then the bug wakes up. A rad scorpion. Yay. Okay. Well, let's do our quest action that is on the trail. So perception, charisma 4. So we get to reroll up to 2 dice, or up to 2 times. We're looking for the pips here. We've got 2. So we'll reroll this one twice. Looking for a 2 hit. Nope. Nope. So we come up empty there. Let's try the other one then. Overload the nearby substation to force the door open. That also requires 4, but I think we only get 1 reroll, and that's just not going to work because we only have 1 reroll. We can't get 3 successes off it. So nothing happens there, and we continue. Human comes in and will attack us. All these others are going to move up. Technically adjacent, coming up next turn, so we got to be aware of that. This will also move. But okay, looter attacks. Oh yeah, I haven't actually killed one. Alright, we got a leg hit. And 2 hits against us that are negated by the armor. I really have to see if that's how that works. I mean, it seems balanced enough. But do I really just, like, ignore 2 hits? That feels very powerful. Or do I ignore points of damage? Cancels a number of enemy hits equal to its armor value. That's nuts. Okay, cool. Anyways, looter's dead. And goes to the spot. We gain 1 XP and loot. Let's get the loot first. Ah, another fistful of caps. Okay. Well, don't mind if I do. Back up to 9, and then 1 XP. So put this on the perception spot. Everything else has moved. So now I'm going to explore this spot because there's a ranged enemy on it. And I want to be able to move him. Oh, it's a super mutant cap. We're going to put him here. And the super mutant is the skirmisher. And now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy. I think I just have to move into his space. Alternatively, I could move 2 over to deal with the rad scorpion. But then we're like dancing around and not really... I'm making a lot of progress at that point. And I do negate hits. So, yeah. We'll do a quest action. We'll do on the trail again. Oh, here we go. So we got 3 hits. So I'll use my perception reroll. You must be joking. Charisma reroll. Oh, yes. We're in there. All right. That's our 4 successes. So we advance the shield down the track. Gain 3 XP. 1, 2, 3. We're going to stage a couple of cards, but first, about these two. Agility and intelligence. Intelligence is relevant to our interests right now, so we'll take that. Stash that away. And the last thing we do is stage cards 59 and 101. 9. And 101. And we trash on the trail. 59 is up the chain. A small group of slaves is hiding out in Red Rocket Station, defending Asher's kidnapped child. If this information makes it back to Haven, a larger force will be sent to break the defenses and recover the child. So we either report the location to Asher, which means getting all the way to Haven, or incite an uprising and capture the bridge, cutting off the slavers from the wasteland. We'd have to get to the bridge. And I'm not saying it was aliens, but Brahmin have been disappearing from Hoffman Farm. Stories have circulated about strange lights in the sky on nights of disappearances. But you know it's probably just a Deathclaw or other predator, right? So we need to either find Hoffman Farm or Highway 74. I think both of those are under green spaces. Okay, so we explored. We did that, so we are done. But we do have decisions to make on our next turn. Star is still an enemy. So it moves towards us here. And the Deathclaw will join the party as well. Something like that. We've exhausted the agenda deck, and so in a solo game, the faction that is furthest behind moves up 1. Right. Well, that tile has a lot going on. We're going to try to overload the substation to force Red Rocket open. Ah, come back. Please. Okay. So I got 3 hits. We need 4. So we'll use our perception reroll to reroll 1 of these. Now we use our newfound intelligence reroll, looking for the 2-hitter. Did not get it. Explore this tile. Ah, it's Hoffman Farm. Okay. Well. Who's moving at us now? The super mutant goes there. I'm going to move here. Rad Scorpion has aggressive, so it will attack us immediately. We need arms and legs. We got there. Apparently my cats are having a tiff. All right. After all that, Rad Scorpion, we did the roll already. So we're looking at our arms and legs, we got them. And hits 2 that are negated by our armor. That just seems incredibly powerful. Sure. So Rad Scorpion dies, and the cats are still going at it. We gain 1 XP. We use our second half of the move action to go to Hoffman Farm. And sure, we'll defend the Brahmin pens at night. We will draw and fight a human, and it gains the Rad's icon. It is a regulator. It is in our space, so the ranged attack doesn't matter. Get 2 hits on him. We do. We take 3 hits back, so it looks like we will take 2 damage. Because we got a hit there. Actually, we got 3 hits on him, but they deal 2 damage back to us for every pip. So 2 damage taken, down to 12. When you take Rads, you suffer 1 fewer, so we just take the 1. I can. These are pretty good headphones. I can still hear these kids. So I have 2 cats. We're watching my parents' cats as well. So one of my parents' cats and one of our cats, they one of our cats will get right up into some other cat's personal space. In this case, lady is getting into Cheeto's personal space. I don't know if you could hear that, but it finally came to a head. Lady will do this thing where she will walk right up to the other cat, Cheeto in this case, and just sit there. And then those 2 cats apparently don't like other cats being in their space. They just sit there and they're just like, and finally, somebody must have thrown a punch. So that's been fun to listen to. I'm going to go try and break them up again. All right. Well, that was fun. So when all is said and done, what all happens here? We took the 2 damage. We killed the regulator. Goes away. Nearest human icon is there. And then what do I get off him? I get loot and 2 XP. Oh, we get the Calmex. So that's a drug item. Interesting. Est Endurance 3. Ooh. We get a reroll on Endurance. We can add a hit. Interesting. If we get something that allows us to use Perception or Agility for a weapon. Okay. 2 XP, up to I. Okay. So that's that. We gain an agenda card, which is another freedom. Interesting. We could pivot. We could pivot. It may be worthwhile to wait until this deck is exhausted, move this down the track, and then go to the bridge. Where am I at? Hoffman Farm. We gain another loot. Junk. Solid. You can have 3 items, by the way, unequipped items over here. Once you would gain another, you discard 1. We would discard Codsworth in a heartbeat. add card 103. And trash this. You guys can see what that card is. I'm trying not to. So when you add a card, you take the top card of the deck that matches its back. In a solo player game, in a single player game, that's what you do. You would take a cards equal to the number of players, and shuffle them all together, put them on top. So we do that. I have no idea which one that is, and then we trash this. And you can have 4 of these influence cards at any given time. At the start of your turn is when you can change which way your loyalty lies. But, like, I wouldn't discard this. I would just move this down here and replace it with freedom, which is probably what's going to happen. With that said, we've done our move, and we've done a quest action, so we are done. And we flip. This activates. This one moves towards us here, and I don't think there are any others. Okay. So what do we want to do with our turn now? We can't really make a dead sprint for the bridge, but it would be worthwhile to try and make our way over that way. The bloatfly would attack us at range, so that's not good. The skirmisher would also attack us at range. So what I'm thinking is probably move to explore this tile. That way we get away from bloatfly and raider scum and skirmisher and bounty hunter. We are making progress because we can, like, go up and around through here. And with some luck, we can avoid the death claw as well. It also gets us further away from this guy because when we change our loyalty, that's going to be relevant. And we're not really worried about the rebel slave reaching us and attacking. So, yeah, we will move here and explore this. We take 1 less rad, so, like, we're good on the hazmat suit. And we found Highway 74, oddly enough. And our second move, we could move into this space. I'm actually just going to go right into the Highway 74 spot since I can. If this guy attacks me, congratulations, Merry Christmas, you can have it. And he does not. This one starts to move towards us. It will move to that space. And the Protectron Medic will move a little bit closer as well. Now, if we move into this space, the rebel slave will attack us. So I'm going to take my difficult terrain move over here. It takes 2 spaces to move into a red. And then I'm going to explore this red tile. And we found the tower. Okay. We found the tower. We put a human here. We're actually running out of those tokens. Let's move and explore, and that concludes that turn. I'm going to start thinking about maybe taking a camp action as well. Get some hit points back, but also get the well-rested buff, which would be very nice to have. Enemies activate again, and Shields don't regard us as enemies, so they don't move. Deathclaw will move one towards us. That's the only of those. And then the medic will move here. All right, we are trying to reach the bridge. We can do that in almost 4 moves. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and I can go here. 4. It doesn't really actually, I guess it does matter. 4. Uh, we negate the 1 rad every time with hazmat suit, and I don't think moving through 2 will have us take 1. I think hazmat suit is more for. I really don't know. I mean, I think hazmat suit really does just protect us from rads. I mean, that's what it does in the game. So, the video game. So, whatever. Humans move. You're gonna move there. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll put him here. No, we'll put him here. This human will move there. That is closer. Actually, this is closer. Spread those guys out. We got another human somewhere. Oh, we got humans to flip up. But then this one activates. And then Rad Scorpion will move towards us. Because actually it can get there. And the Bloatfly will move there to get a little bit closer. Okay. It's just so much to remember in this game. Playing it solo really sucks. At least if you have another player, you've got another set of eyes and another brain that can function. Go to the bridge. Oh, well, actually no, we don't want to go there yet. We want this to be down here first. So, maybe I should have spent more time exploring, huh? I can move to the bridge and camp. Or we can do this, have a wasteland encounter. Yeah, we can do wasteland encounter. We don't have to do the bridge right off. So we'll have one more move available to us. We probably won't use it. Oh, actually, I've got a Raider Scum nearby. I gotta worry about that. Let's camp. Let's camp first. So 1, 2, 3. In the well-rested token, and just be done. So then enemies activate. The star moves towards us, which that is the fastest way. The Deathclaw will do the same. It's getting a little awkward. We're going to explore this tile and move these enemies around. It is the Robco factory, and y'all can go down here. I'm not dealing with you today. And then we get another droid. Yeah, we're not dealing with that right now. Wasteland encounter. Few scavengers have gathered their findings and placed them as bets. The first to make it to the far side of the complex and back wins. Well, now we're going to join the race. And we're probably going to win the race, I hope. We kind of know what this one does. But basically, for each of our letters, we get a reroll. We have well rested. Vault suit gives us a reroll. Hazmat suit, because this uses E, we can add a success. And I believe Calmex, because this uses P or A, can also add a hit. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on that's going to allow us to get 6 successes. Here's our initial roll. 1 hit. Oh, good lord. Okay, well, that's of no use to us. So, but it is a non-zero number, and we can use other things. So, we'll use our perception reroll. Now our charisma. Oh my god. Intelligence. And our luck. There's 3 hits. We'll use our vault suit reroll. We do need to get one of these that says double. That is not it. Use our well-rested buff. We're actually not going to do this. Are you kidding me? One cap. That's unreal. I guess I'll read it. It's probably best not to rehash how that went. With a disgusting or disparaging smirk, the winner flips you a cap. Oh, wait. That was... Yeah, those are my 2 actions, right? I think so. And if not, whatever. I'm not going to do anything else. All right, who all's moving here? You... Actually, that spot is available and closer. Ditto for the Death Claw. How many other humans? You... You would go to the spot. Would go to this spot as well. This one moves up here. And we're good. I did move this guy, right? I can't remember if I did. Because he was here, right? That's what's so hard about this. I actually don't remember. We're going to move him again. Just in case. I can't remember. I'll cheat against myself. I do not want to cheat on behalf of myself. So, oh, heck. We'll camp again. And do another encounter. Where's my well-rested? Right there. You encounter a rusted and damaged Mr. Handy robot. Whoa, man. Far out. Seems to be wandering aimlessly. There aren't any people around. So, I have I and L now. I can't use Calmex or Hazmat Suit. Now, in the past, I've just looted. Like, I got this in Commonwealth, I believe, and I just looted. And I was able to just get a bunch of stuff. This time, I think I want to try and reprogram the robot. So I and L, and I have well rested. So again, we need to hit a double hit and get 2 other successes. So we're going to roll this one looking to get, where is it? This face. So our I and our L and our well rested. Oh, we got it! I promise. I had to move it all the way over here. We got it. Ah, phew. Success. Defense protocol sounds useful. The robot loses his calm demeanor and says, "Identify target." Choose and kill 1 enemy within 2 spaces. You? Goodbye. Yep. Perfectly content. Now, granted, that means one's going to go here, but Deathclaw, gone. And we still get, I believe, yeah, still gains XP for the kill. So we gain 3 XP and loot. Okay, well, we got a lot going on here. 1, 2, we got 1 more XP to go. Where is the bag? Right here. All right. Well, this is getting interesting now. I and A. Well, we'll take the... What are the intelligence perks? Because that could be very relevant to our interests. Discard to level up. Keep both special tokens. If you gain a perk, you cannot choose Swift Learner. Or discard at a settlement to gain a weapon item from the shop or from any discard pile. Well, there is nothing to take there. I don't currently have anything that requires an agility test. So I'm going to take the intelligence. And so we know this is going to go to P as our last XP. So we'll take the intelligence token and we get the Swift Learner perk. This is trashed. That's the loot. Covert Ops training, which is also not particularly useful to us, but we'll discard Codsworth and take it anyways, because at least we can sell that. And we'll immediately discard Swift Learner. So we'll level up. About these 2. L and E. Okay, well, having endurance. Oh, so we keep both. So we gain the endurance, and now we gain a luck perk, which is one of these 2. Fortune Finder, gain 8 caps, or discard to become death itself. Until the end of your turn, perform 1 additional action after each fight in which you kill an enemy. Oh boy, if I had a ranged weapon. We'll do Fortune Finder. And then immediately discard it to gain 8 caps. Got plenty of caps, just don't have anything to do with it right now. But our last agenda of this cycle is what happened. This still doesn't move, but it's going to in the future. Rad Scorpion goes here. Another one, Bloatfly, goes here. I think that's it for them. Oh, this L goes back. Wait. Okay, yeah. Then flies on the table. Robots. There are 2. Mr. Gutsy will move closer, and this robot moves closer as well. Okay, so we shuffle this deck. We've advanced these to be equal. Now at the start of our turn, we will bamboozle the slavers, and now we are siding with the rebel slaves. And we will do our quest action at the bridge to incite an uprising and capture the bridge, cutting off the slavers from the wasteland. This advances this down the track twice. Place 2 stars at the bridge. We gain 3 XP up to Charisma. Stage 65 and 157. And then trash this. So we have war and can't touch this. Let's start with the side quest. Can't touch this. Meitner and Somerville have been rivals for years. What started as a small dispute has escalated into a violent feud. This time, Meitner has crafted an indestructible bunker, and Somerville is fixing up something she found in the wasteland to bust inside that bunker. So you either go to Pendleton Estate to steal the prototype, or help Somerville at Robco Factory. More importantly, war. The system is collapsing. The peace and security that the slavers have enjoyed for years is crumbling. Everywhere the oppressed are rising up. Each survivor takes 1 star and 1 shield. Starting with the first player, place the shield at a settlement and place the star at a wasteland encounter. No 2 survivors can place a token in the same space. Okay. Interesting. So I can place... Well, the star can go wherever. I don't think that matters. Oh, the star goes... that sucks. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter where the star goes. We'll throw it at Highway 74. The shield has to go at a settlement. I'd like it to be close by. We'll do the tower. I don't want it to be like the same place. Okay. What's our influence right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's our quest action that we started the turn with. SEI 4. I will move 2 to the Robco factory, I think. I mean, it is more imperative, I guess, to go after the shields here and try to take them all out. Oh, this needs to get shuffled. So, reshuffle. Because yes, if we help them out, like if we do this before this moves down one more on the track, we win the game. Because we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'd have exactly 11. I probably don't have time then to. I probably don't have time to go do the Robco thing. Though having the super sledge would be amazing. Let's try it. Let's try it. Against my better judgment, we're going to try it. So we move here. We don't move through any aggressive enemies. We do put ourselves in a little bit of danger, but that's fine. Strength, endurance, intelligence, 4. We got 1. We'll use our endurance reroll. We'll use our intelligence reroll. Not happening. Vault suit reroll. Are we in there? We are. All right. Dear God. It was 4, right? Yes. So. Oh, we weren't able to do this right off, were we? Did I just take 3 actions? I did take 3 actions. Because we did this at the start of the turn and then we moved. So, hold on. Some things have to happen first. This guy's got to move here. This guy's going to move here. So is this one. He's going to move up. And then this Raider scum is going to attack. Oh, dear God. Okay. Do I at least get him? Yes. He has armor, but I got 2 body hits. Now, he has range, and I don't. And so, because of that, each of his hits is going to inflict 1 more. So, we negate 2 of them. We take 2, so we take 4 damage. He dies and goes here. And does he have loot? He does not. So we just get 1 XP. Okay. Now we're all sorted. Oh, and the wasteland things move. So you and you. And that's it. I think one's supposed to wake up. Or not? I guess not. Okay. Sure, whatever. Now we do this. We succeeded on the Robco factory. That's our first action of this turn. And we get the Super Sledge. Unique asset. Oh, it's right there. Strength, strength, luck, huh? During a fight, you may spend 2 rerolls to inflict 1 hit on the enemy. Oh, dope. Okay. Very cool. Stage 159 and trash this. Okay. 159's got to be, I think it's the last one. It is. Hammer time! With Somerville's scavenged super mutant device reconstructed, you can smash into Meitner's bunker. That requires us to find Pendleton Estate. That also requires us to care. All right. Our second action. We will move this way. He says, oh so confidently. Sure. Top card of the deck. Shields move. And yes, they do this time. So this one will actually engage us. This one will move 1 closer. We love that. So we stop there. They represent slavers, which Y is going to equal 2. You can, I mean, if you were where I am, I don't know if you can see it from up there, but you see it right there. So we need 2 hits on head and arms. Well, I don't have strength, and therefore I don't have 2 rerolls. So I don't think we succeed here. We do not. Also, this guy did not need to activate. He has ranged, which is even worse for us. Just double checking. Calmex uses P or A. Yeah. That is very unfortunate. Oops, you're there. So what happens then? This is going to be 3 damage per hit. We negate 2 of them, so we take 3. Damn. So shields have moved. Wasteland moves. This is adjacent, but doesn't have range. This one does. So the bloatfly will have ranged. Right now we're on the bloatfly. We need to hit head and body. We did. We negate the 2 hits. Bloatfly is dead. We gain 1 XP. And the bloatfly can go, or not the bloatfly, but this will go nearest space, I believe, is this one down here. Oh, wait. Was I already on I? I think I was. Or, I think I just moved it to I. What's the last thing that gave me XP? It was killing the Deathclaw, right? I went PEC. Yeah. That's the last thing I killed. So, yeah, we're on I. Then Rad Scorpion moves into our space. That also, because he has aggressive, means he encounters us. Oh my god. Did I at least hit him? Yes. Okay. So we're going to take damage here. We negate 2 hits. We take 3. 1, 2, 3. But we gain 1 XP up to L. And he's gone. And nearest this icon that doesn't have an enemy on it, I don't think there is one. Since there is not one, we don't place one. And then there's still one more that moves, I think. No, now we move on to the robots. Because, yeah, this was just placed, so it's not going to activate. Robots. 1, and are you adjacent to this spot? Yes. Okay, well, that was a lot. All right, let's move into this spot and fight this guy. We've got one more move available to us. What do we got here? 4 hits. That's not ideal. I probably should have camped first. 4 hits, we negate 2, take 2. But do we get him? Head and arms. Yes. He has 2. Yes. Okay. Oof. So we take, dear God, 4 points. We're down to 2. So we are down to 1 HP with these rads here. But this one's gone. Thank God. He has loot. Now to gain this, we have to get rid of something. We'll get rid of the Covert Ops manual. Okay. And 2 XP. So 1. Really need an S. If we get strength, boy, we are vibing. Let's go this one, and I haven't pulled anything from this corner. Damn. A and L. I don't think I want A. But, like, L isn't much better. Because the only other luck perk is Grim Reaper Sprint. If I take Grim Reaper Sprint, then at least... Yeah, I'm going to take Grim Reaper Sprint. I actually don't know if I can take one that I've already discarded. Probably can. But, like, I want to be able to level up quickly again to try and get to S. That's really the only thinking there. Okay. Now I'm going to discard... Oh, from the shop or from the... Yeah, okay. I'm going to discard 2 junk. Now I've got choices here. I could take Stim Pack right now. Okay. I'm taking Stim Pack. But also, I'm going to discard Stim Pack to recover all of my HP. Then, for my second action in the turn... Oh, wait, no. That is the fight was my second action, right? Yeah. Because I was here, I had to move here and fight. So I have one more move available. I was thinking I might just shop for the jet. Ugh. Because I'm not worried about endurance test. I need a test of 3. I generate 2 rerolls, and I can add a hit. So we're good there. Jet would be amazing to have. So we will not use our move. And so everything... The walls will close in again. This is going to activate. It's the glowing one. That happens after, but whatever. This is going to activate. And then Raider Psycho moves. Bounty Hunter moves. Looter moves. Raider Scum moves here. And that's everybody that moves. Okay. Settlements usually have shops. So, my first action this turn, we got 5 turns left for this. Ugh. Damn. I can get around the glowing one. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to move twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to move right into his spot. He does not have aggressive, but that's fine. As much as I'd love to have Jet right now, we got to go. So, Super Mutant. Fight this guy. What is it that I don't hit him? I'm pretty sure. No, we don't. He gets 1 on us for 2. Not entirely true. Wait a minute. I do have a reroll because I have L. I didn't use that last time, did I? Let's reroll this one. Oh, well, okay. It's going to hurt a little more, but that's fine. We take 2 hits, 2 each, but we do hit him in the arms twice, and so we'll gain our 2 XP. We'll gain a loot. What is Psycho? Okay. So that's our fight. That's our first action. For our second, let's think about this. I kind of want to just move here. I'm taking 2 ranged attacks potentially, but whatever. So we'll do that. Wasteland enemies. It's just this one now, right? He activates. I don't see any others. One, 2. Or do I could explore this. Yeah. 1, explore this. Oh boy. We found Vault 109. We've also found a friend. He's not very friendly. A Yalguai. Well, we're moving here for our second move. Again, we continue to negate that with a hazmat suit. Really are racing the clock, aren't we? Oh boy, the Yao is gonna attack us. Oh boy. Actually, this is gonna happen first because we follow the instructions from left to right. The Yao might not actually get to us, so we have an encounter on our hands with a slaver. Let's send him to the Shadow Realm, shall we? We need head and arms. We've got head and arms. We take 2 hits back. That's fine. So, down to 10, down to 8. This guy's gone. We gain 2 XP. We gain loot. And we have killed the last slaver. So this moves down the track a bunch. And when it does, the rebel slaves attempt to claim victory. However, as the player, we have privilege here. And we have 1, 2, 3, +1 for each space that star has advanced further than shield. So that's 8 plus the 3. That's the 11 we need. And we have won in the pit. The rebel slaves have gotten rid of the slavers, and we win. That's like the best of both worlds. What a fun finish. I mean, we only had a couple more turns before it would have got a little more hairy. Let's just play out what would have been the rest of the turn, right? So this guy comes in and attacks us. We would have, I mean, it would have hurt, I'm sure. But what do we need to hit? Body hits? We need to hit 3 on the body. So we would have to do what? We'd use L as a reroll. That wouldn't have done it. And at that point, we would just stop, right? Yeah. Or actually, yeah. One other option I guess we could have had was exhaust Psycho to generate a reroll and a hit. And then we could spend our L reroll and the Psycho reroll to get 1 free hit with Super Sledge. But doesn't matter. Yao Guai, and actually Yao Guai wouldn't have done anything to us anyways. And then what? These guys would have moved. And that's it. It got very dicey, but we do survive the pit. Not as much of a marathon this time around, and a lot more action all throughout. Very fun game of Fallout. There's only one left in the base game. Let me slide over here. I can tell you what's coming up next week. Far Harbor. Going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see you there. But until then, be good to each other.